Now, if you see water coming out of your air conditioning unit, or maybe a musty smell in your room, have a look inside. Your aircon might look like this, coated with a layer of mold and dirt. This is nasty, and it may even make you sick. This means that it's time to take apart your air conditioning unit and wash the blower. So drop me a like and let's learn. For this job, you will need a wet vacuum cleaner. I left a link up here to where you can get one for about 80 bucks. You will need an area to wash your parts too. You can use your shower or any washing area that you got. Before doing anything, I'm going to run my aircon using the fan setting for about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, I have a parquet floor, so I'm going to protect it from any dripping water with some towels. In today's example, I will be using the Mitsubishi StarMax air conditioning system, which I have installed in my house. If yours is a different model, this video might not be for you. I turn off the air conditioning and open the front by lifting this flap. You can remove it by simply tugging on the hinge behind. These washable filters need to come out as well. As you can see, they are coated with a thin layer of dust. Next, you remove these vanes by sliding the clips to the right. Same goes for the bottom part. Now, Mitsubishi says that you can open up this part for cleaning, but frankly, it is only useful for seeing how much dirt and mold is inside the blower area. Use a torchlight and have a look. These fins are coated with a layer of dust, and if you look inside, wow, that is disgusting. Imagine this blowing out of your aircon and into your room. Your family is breathing all this stuff in. So to remove the outer casing, there are some screws behind these caps. I'm going to use an electric screwdriver to take the screws out. The front casing is still attached with some hidden clips. To remove it, you just tug on the front casing and it should come out. There are also some clips on top of the aircon case. You push the case down gently and pull toward you to release it. Try to be gentle so as not to damage the plastic. Once that is done, the whole casing can be removed. Gently take it off and put it somewhere safe. Next, you have to open the sill cover at the corner of the case. Push gently to remove it, also being very careful not to damage the plastic. Before you take out the insulated drain pipe, be sure to have your vacuum cleaner ready to suck up any water that may drip as you disconnect the pipe from the drain tray. Once it is disconnected, put the vacuum cleaner hose directly onto the drain pipe, trying your best to maintain a good seal. Keep it this way to extract all the water from the drain system. If you live in an apartment, make sure that you drain the water from this outlet as well. Check out how much dirty water I managed to pull from the pipes. Before you remove the drain tray, you need to disconnect some wires from this electrical panel. Rest assured, all the connections are different, so you don't have to worry that you mix up the wires. It is almost impossible. But if you are not sure, do take a photo first. Once the wires have been removed, the side panel should swing open like this. There are screws on the left side of the evaporator coil which need to be removed as well. There are 3 clips down here that need to be unhooked, and the whole drain tray should come loose. Be careful when removing the tray, as there might be some dirty water in it. Now, I've been talking a lot about memberships, and did you know you can only join this secret group after hitting the subscribe button? Don't forget to do that to support this channel to get more videos just like this one. Now that the tray is out of the way, you can remove the blower fan. To do this, you turn the fan until you see this gap in the fins. Inside the gap, you can see a small screw. And when you loosen the screw, the entire fan will come loose and will be able to slide from side to side. With your left hand, lift the evaporator coil and pull out the blower fan with your right hand, sliding it downwards and to the left, taking care not to damage the evaporator coil. The blower fan should slide out nicely. Do not force it or you might damage the motor. With that out of the way, you can come in with a bit of soap and water and clean the inside of the aircon unit. I'm bringing everything into the bathroom for a wash. This end of the drain tray contains a motor and wires, so try your best not to get it wet. I'm also using some disinfectant to clean the parts and sanitize them. The washable filters and the main case are quite fragile, so do handle them with care. Now finally, the blower fan is the dirtiest part of them all. Use a strong spray to get out all that mold, dust and dirt. Actually, this is a little bit disgusting, and that's why you need to clean your air conditioning system once every 3 months, at least. Use a soft brush and a vacuum cleaner to clean the dust off the evaporator coil. Make sure you move up and down, not side to side, to prevent damage. When that is done, you can put everything back together again. There are 2 ends to the blower fan, one with a shaft and one with a bearing. To make things easier, make sure that the tiny screw in the fan is loosely secured before putting it back. The bearing end goes in first from the left to right. Be careful not to damage the coil. Line up the bearing with the motor shaft, but do not force the fan into place. It should slide in gently. One common mistake is that the rubber cap with the bearing is not seated correctly. It should be placed in its bracket on the main case, just like this. The fan should also be centered in such a way that it is not touching the case on either side. Check the left and the right side of the fan to make sure that it is in the center before tightening the screw. If the fan is not centered, you may hear a scratching or a clicking sound when the fan is in operation. Now finally, turn the fan until you find that little screw, and using a screwdriver, tighten the screw until the fan is securely in place. Once that is done, make sure that the fan can spin freely. The drain tray can now be put back under the evaporator coil and clicked into position. The 3 clips at the bottom should be snapped into place with your thumb. You can now reattach the drain pipe, making sure that it is secure to the drain pan. You do not want any liquid dripping out once that is attached. You now close the door and reattach the wires, making sure that they are securely attached into the wire guides. Once that is done, you can close up the electrical panel, making sure that all the wires are in place. After putting the screws back, you can now carefully reattach the main cover. It should click onto the back part with a gentle tap with your hand. The two screws on the bottom are screwed back and covered with the caps. And finally, the fins and the front cover can be replaced. I'm going to run the aircon at maximum cold setting for about 5 to 10 minutes to make sure that everything runs properly. Once that is done, this small panel can be reattached. I've got a simple video up here for you to follow if you get a clog in your drain pipes. And once your filters are dry, you can put them back into your aircon, and just like that, your aircon is clean. Thanks for watching!